Welcome back to iHeart Crypto,
Guess who's back?
the heart of the crypto market.
Still doing that shit,
All right,
Yeah. Check me out.
let us take a look at the Bitcoin chart. So we're looking here on the 4-hour. You see we had this downtrend of resistance, and it looks like we have bottomed out right here at around 39,600. Let's just double check that candle. All right, it was exactly 39,600. We had this wick down here, and if we had passed this yellow line, we would have made a lower low. In case you wanted to see, our low was back here, around right here, of course. Okay, and we did not make the lower low. So, that being said, what I'm looking for is this downtrend of resistance right here, for this to kind of come back up, tag this trend line, come back down, get everyone all bearish again before we continue up and break out, maybe come back down and end up in this region right here where the previous high was. So that is what I'm looking for. Now, of course, you know we're big investors in Solana. So let's take a look at Solana. Solana looks terrible on the daily. Absolutely horrible, which is what we want to be buying. We want to be buying crazy, crazy low charts. And what the point of this video is kind of to tell you some of the secrets that investors use on when to enter coins and when is a good time to be buying. So, one thing that we got to look at is the Sarcastic Rsi. That is this line right here. And what you want to be doing is looking in the past is when it's bottomed out and the run-ups it has had. But what we're looking at here over the past half a year is the Sarcastic was about this low right here before we had this big run-up. Our Sarcastic was pretty low right here before we had our big run-up. And then our Sarcastic was here, a little run-up. Sarcastic was here, another little run-up. And now our Sarcastic is sitting down here. And then we have this bottom trend of resistance on the RSI where it could come up, kind of tag that and come back down for a lower low, and that would not be good. But then again, it's not terrible. I'll tell you why. Because we want a DCA at lower prices because we are in this for the long term. And $140 Solana, I think, is a gift. In essence, an $81 Solana is kind of like what I'm expecting in the bear market, all the way down to a $55 Solana. If it goes anywhere below that, if it ever goes back down to 40, I'm mortgaging my girlfriend's house. I'm selling a kid. I am jumping all into Solana because I think Solana is going to be $1,000 next bull cycle. But one thing that we did was we allocated a lot of money to Rune. If you're looking at Rune, it's sitting right here at the bottom. All right, right as low on the Sarcastic RSI. We just turned up on the Sarcastic RSI. We just turned up on the RSI, and we're getting a little cross down here on the MACD. So Rune is great, and one thing about Rune is that there's tons of upside to Rune. If you just take it to the previous high, you're looking at a 165% increase, which would be great. We have how much money into Rune? We have about $222. And if you do the calculation at 165%, okay, let's just take a look at what that would be. 165% at the 220 times 165% is $366 that we would have back in our cash account if we did make that trade. Rune is not part of our long-term portfolio. Okay. What we did do is we did buy one AVAX, and what I ended up doing was AVAX was outperforming Solana. So I bought another AVAX. I transferred my Solana over to AVAX, and so now we are sitting on, and if you just look, you got 5% of the day on AVAX and no percent on the day for Solana. So Solana is moving kind of slowly, and the reason for that is it's got a higher market cap. So the higher the market cap, the harder it is to move. And Solana is sitting here at number 6. AVAX is sitting here at number 11. market cap is 22. Solana's market cap is 43. If it flips Solana, that is a 1x. Whereas for Solana, it needs to basically flip Binance Coin and Tether for it to be a 1x, which is a lot harder, a lot more money to put into the market than AVAX. And if you even look at Rune, you need to scroll all the way down for Thorchain. And Thorchain is a great project, and it's interoperable, which is something that we want to be looking for. In fact, I can't even find Thorchain on here. I still don't even see. There it is. Number 60. Market cap of $2 billion. So if it wants to move up past all these coins, I mean, I could see Rune moving all the way up here to about 38 on coin market cap, 37, somewhere in this region right here. Not too shabby of a move. I do see that happening. What else was there? Going back to the charts, we got EGLD. I'm a big fan of EGLD. All right, why? Because we are sitting right down here with the Sarcastic just all the way at the bottom, turning up. RSI is all the way at the bottom, and these are the things that you want. You want all of these things. And the upside to EGLD, if it gets back to all-time high, is another 166%. So we are looking at over 100% gains for the coins that we are in. Not to say that that's going to happen, but it may. One that's a little bit high, but still a good buy considering the Stochastic, the MACD, and the RSI. As you can see, they're bottoming out. We can look and see that we have, how much money do we have in Luna? We have $136 in Luna, so we have about 2 Luna, 1.75 Luna. And it's looking like it's getting a little bit of a pump here. Let's take a quicker look. Yep, we're getting a little bit of a pump for Luna, so go Luna. And now here's the point, is that you don't want to be FOMOing in. Oh, look, we're getting a little pump from Rune. Where's my pump from Solana? Oh, looks like we're getting a little pump here on stream. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin! Getting that nice pump. Nice pump to the upside. We got anybody in here? No one in here just yet. My chat's not working. There we go. Yeah, no one in here. It's too bad. We got a little pump going on stream. This would have been great. Getting a little pump. Getting a little pump. What we got?
Let's go.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go. Huh?
I know. So, we got this little pump going on. This is great. Let's take a look at the crypto fear and greed index. We're probably sitting a little higher than 21. We're sitting at 22. Yesterday was 21. We've been in extreme fear for the past month. This is a good sign. It means things could start heading back up. Let's take a look at our heat map on Coin 360. Sea of green today. Phantom, absolutely killing it. I wish that we had gotten into Phantom when we had the chance. But, you can't look back and you don't want to FOMO in now. But we are in Luna. We are in AVAX. We are in Sol. Sitting at 142 right now. Sol. Oof. This is great. And all of these yellow lines were our buys. So we have buys here at 172, 150, 155, 146, and 143. So we have buys all throughout that. So those were our Solana entries. Let's see if we can get back up to there. If we are looking at Solana, where do we want to get back to? Well, our 0.382 fib is sitting right up here at about 168. We got to break that. Then we got to break the next at 185. And then most likely it's going to come up to the golden pocket at 205. Now, if you're looking at that from where we're sitting right now with the money that we have in there, it's looking like a 50% increase. That is a pretty good increase. But are we trading or investing in Solana? We are investing. So this is our HODL portfolio. All right. We are staking for 6% APY. So it's just something that we're going to be using, just to earn a little bit of extra cash. Now, we can check out the portfolios real quick. just as a quick update. So our Coinbase account, which is frozen at the moment. Let's go to our Uphold account. It has $364, and let's see after the little pump. This should be 364. 364. Little pump here. 195. All right. So let's just take a look over here. All right. Now we have no cash on the side right now, but we want to be taking this whole thing, and we want to fill up our cash account on our next paycheck. So we want to be doing. I'm allocating 20% because I know me. 10% is not going to be enough. So we got 969 times 0.2, and that is how much money we're going to be allocating. So let's say it's 200. All right, that's $1,000. If we can do a 1x, that would be great. We can take a profit, take out our initial investment, and let the rest ride. That might be the goal. Or we could leave it in and just let it ride over the bear market. Maybe reallocate some funds on where we want to go with things. But really, this is a good chunk of change after the next paycheck, and that paycheck happens on Thursday night or Friday at 4 a.m. So we are going to be putting $200 into our Coinbase account in cash. That is basically it for this video. So just to recap, one of the things that you want to be buying is you want to be buying support, not resistance. Okay? And you want to be looking basically on the higher time frames for this Sarcastic RSI to bottom. If you look on the weekly, it's bottomed right here. If you look back, it was a bottom right here during these summer lows. And we had a big run up right in those summer lows. Right here, it was bottomed out on the weekly, big run up. Bottomed out on the weekly, a little bit of a run up. So what we are expecting some higher prices, some good price action to the upside. It would be great if we did get back above maybe this line right here. Okay, right here. All right, which would put us about 52,600. That's the next point we got to break. But really, our first target is 46,800. That would be our first target for BTC. And then our next target would be 52,600, where we could probably start maybe thinking about all-time highs. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. This would be way out in possibly March if we do continue on. But this could just be a tiny bull trap where we come up, kind of test right there, and then kind of continue down, maybe get a little bounce again, but continue down lower. I mean, these are possibilities all the way down, and I don't think we're going to hit 10K, that's for sure. All right, but what do I do think? I do think that we could be coming up, okay, kind of coming back down, and then definitely 30K is in the cards, all right, where we get a little bounce again, and then possibly right around here, $24,000 to $20,000 would be what the levels I'm looking for, and that could be all the way into next year. That could take a whole year of accumulating on the way down, and then possibly another another half year before the halving. So if you look at the halving, I don't know what the date is on the halving, but I know that it'll be about 2 years before the next halving. And in case you don't know, the halving cycle is when the Bitcoin reward system is cut in half, and the blocks only produce half the amount of Bitcoin that there were previously, and it kind of makes the asset more scarce, which increases the value because you cannot get as much Bitcoin with the demand going up. So that would be really good. Other than that, that is all I have for you today. Everybody have a great day and stay safe. Bye-bye.